Now, ABC 6 Sports.
He did his best to try and come back and make at least one more run at the Cup with the Bruins core that's left in Boston. But after making his way back to the team and putting out a couple of tough performances, Tuukka Rask making the decision official tonight. The longtime Bees goalie is retiring from the game of hockey. In a statement through the Bruins, Rask saying that after coming back from his hip surgery in the offseason and going through Providence, of course, his body was not responding the way he wanted it to. Felt he couldn't play up to the level necessary to help the team. So he's hanging up the skates and pads after parts of 15 seasons with the organization. He thanked the Bruins, his teammates, coaches, and the city of Boston for its support over the years and says he looks forward to more time with his family. The all-time leader in wins and games between the pipes for the Bruins, Tuukka Rask, retiring from the ice. We also have this news for the Bruins tonight. Brad Marchand has been suspended by the NHL for 6 games after his antics at the end of the Penguins game last night. Marchand lost his cool, throwing a punch and then a stick to the face of Pittsburgh goalie Tristan Jarry. In the final minute of that game, what Marchand did, along with his reputation and history of this sort of behavior, led the league to this decision. So he will be out for the next 6 games. Let's go to hoops tonight. And man, the great season continues for Rhodey women's basketball. The Rams came into Wednesday night winners of 11 straight, unbeaten in the Atlantic 10 so far, and a chance to keep that going with another road game in Philadelphia. After surviving LaSalle in the same city of brotherly love Sunday, the Rams were back this time to take on St. Joseph's. The Hawks actually had the lead in the second quarter, but Chanel Williams helps trim that down with a jumper that actually helps her reach 1,000 points for her career, dating back to her PC days. The game was tied at halftime, but the Rams make their move, and then in the fourth, Williams the steal. Ball goes ahead to Emmanuel Tahan for 2. She had the game-high 18 points. Then later, Tahan in transition gives to Des Elmore, drives and scores the hoop and some harm, extending the Rhode Island advantage. Dolly Cairns had 15 as well, all to help URI win again, 58-48. It is now 12 straight victories for the Rams, who are 9-0 in the A-10. What a year for them. Speaking of playing consistently good through the league schedule, the Bryant Bulldogs are back on the road this weekend, a second straight road trip for Jared Grasso's group, playing at Sacred Heart tomorrow night, and then another showdown with LIU. Promises to be emotional, of course, as the Bulldogs try to extend an 8-game winning streak. We haven't seen Peter Kiss since the last game against the Sharks, but he's back around the Bulldogs after serving a 2-game suspension, welcoming back the third leading scorer in the nation and adding him to a team that was able to win 2 games on the road this past weekend without him. It's obviously a big boost to have him. For Kiss going forward, it's about playing with his signature emotion while also balancing keeping himself on the court.
Just understanding that it's what makes me good, but it also is an Achilles heel for me, and just leaning on my coaches and Coach Grasso and my teammates to sort of help me reel it back in.
It's something I still work on. Obviously, I've had my moments on the sidelines where I'm passionate is what makes him good. So you want that. You don't want to take that out of him. But so you just have to be smarter in certain situations.
And checking in with the Bulldogs at practice today, Hall Elishes is still working his way back from a knee injury, so we'll see when he returns. And Charles Pride will look to follow up his performances this past weekend for the Bulldogs. The NEC and Lou Henson National Player of the Week actually got a surprise after his program record 44 points at St. Francis. He got the water bath in the locker room from the team.
It was cold, obviously, but I was just excited, and my teammates were excited for me. But I was just happy with everyone's effort and how we came together as a team. Through both of the games, we just continued to push and execute what our coaches were telling us.
Bryant at Sacred Heart tomorrow night. Some sad news tonight in baseball. Jeremy Giambi has died. The former first baseman, outfielder, and DH spent 6 seasons in the big leagues, notably with the Oakland A's and his brother Jason Giambi in the early 2000s. Jeremy was tagged out on that famous Jeter flip to home play in the 2001 playoffs. He also played for the Red Sox in 2003, the Cowboy up year. Jeremy Giambi was just 47 years old. 19th at the Crown Plaza in Warwick. Today, the organization kicked off its new fight series called Road Wars with a formal press conference at Aruga's in Warwick. CES President and CEO Jimmy Birchfield looking forward to this first card, which features 4-time world champion Jamie Clampett.
I mean, this is amazing. My kids literally go to school 5 blocks from here. I live a few blocks from here, and my gym's like a mile from here. So it's really cool because I think just having it here has really brought a huge sense of community.
These fighters haven't fought, their trainers, their families, their coaches. So we're really excited about this, and I hope the people in Rhode Island are excited as well.
And we wrap up tonight with a couple of big matchups in boys high school basketball tonight. Division I Classical hosting Hendricken, two of the best coaches in the state there. And there's Marquis Buchanan, your highlight of the night, the throwdown and one off a steal. He extends the purple lead. Electric as always. What a throwdown by Marquis. Classical was up double digits in the third. Alexis Del Judas adds to it with the take to the rim. That layup goes down. He had 14 points. David Lynch and the Hawks trying to cut into the deficit. He grabs a rebound, scores 2 of his team high 14. But Buchanan and the purple earn a big win. The jumper later, 2 more of Marquis's 23 points. That was the game high. Classical wins it 71-46. Another good matchup in the city tonight. Division III boys hoops. Moses Brown hosting Mount Hope. Both teams at the top of the standings in D3. Quakers trying to rally in the third quarter. Christian Chase finds some space in the lane. His floater drops in 2 of his 12 points to lead Moses Brown. Parker Camello had the shooting stroke going, though, for the Huskies. Knocks down the 3 from the wing. He had a game-high 19. Moses Brown getting on the board again later with the transition here. Pass ahead to Peter Bonanno, who lays it up and in. But it was not enough to slow down the Huskies. Rick Julian follows his own miss here with the tip-in for 2. Mount Hope wins this one 56-35. That's your look at sports. More news coming up after the break.